We did get a new Walgreens the other day, you know. It's like your chemist shops here, you know. And you know how it is when something new opens, everybody goes and sees it, you know, checks it out when it first opens to see what kind of store it is, whatever. And I was in there not long after they opened, and this woman comes in, she comes up to the cashier and she said, "Hey, is your pharmacy still open?" He looked at his clock and he said, "Yeah, he's still back there, but he closes at 7. It was just a little before 7 o'clock. And he said, "You better get on back there." So she goes back there and she comes up to the pharmacist, you know, the chemist there, and says, "Hey, I need to get some arsenic." He said, "Lord, I can't sell you arsenic, lady. What's wrong with you? That's poison. What in the world would you want with arsenic?" She said, "I'm going to poison my husband." He said, "Well, Lord, I know I can't sell you any arsenic. Now, why in the world would you want to poison your husband?" She said, "He's been cheating on me." He said, "How do you know he's been cheating on you?" She reached down in her purse and she pulled out an 8x10 color photo and slobbed it down there on the counter. And it was a picture of her husband and his wife. He looked at her and said, "Honey, why didn't you tell me you had a prescription?" There's just not a whole lot goes on up there, you know. There was a carnival came through town the other day, and a bunch of my friends were going out there. And my mama told me, she said, "My son, I don't want you going out there to that carnival. I heard there's a girly show out there." Yeah, you don't need to be going out there, because if you go in that girly show, she said, "There's things in there that you ain't supposed to see." Well, I went on out there, you know, and I saw all my buddies going in there, and there's a big old sign that said, "Come on in, see our girly show." So I just had to go in. I went in there, folks, and I swear to God, my mama was right. I saw something I wasn't supposed to see. I saw my daddy sitting on the front row. I love to write story songs, and I'm going to do one of my favorites for you right now. And we've all got CDs for sale, by the way. We'll be out there during the little break, and again after the show. We'd love to see you. We'd love to shake your hand. Whether you want to buy a CD or not, we'd love to thank you for being here.
Jerry, can I butt in? We actually have a Bluegrass Comes to Tamworth t-shirt, and we've only got 30 of them. I only made 30 of them.
Yeah. So if you want one, you better get in line for that.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'd love to shake your hand whether you want to buy a CD or not. We'd just like to thank you so much for being here. Of course, if you don't want to buy a CD, for God's sake, don't get in the way of anybody who wants to, okay? There's a letter in a shoebox, in a dresser she keeps locked, but she's never read it all the way through. It was the last one he wrote her. She was sure it was over from all that he told her in the first line or two. He said, "Times are hard now, got some things left to sort out, and a man and his freedom don't easily part." Stopped reading. Her soul was bleeding, so she chose her weapon and went for his heart. With paper and pen, she got her last words in. "I never loved you," was the lie she wrote him. He couldn't take someone's life with paper and pen. Well, they say